No. Okay. Well, I guess some people came in and then and then left. I posted it in the Discord when it happened. I didn't want to go public with it yet. Um, my brother John passed away Friday morning last week on New Year's Eve. Everybody knows that my younger brother Nick was in town, so we all had a great visit together over the holidays. You know, the three of us were able to hang out and talk. Um, and the last few days, it got really bad with John. Fluids in his abdomen were really, really bad from the chemo, and just his body couldn't take it anymore. He was in a lot of pain, but I was able to talk with him Friday night, spent quite a few hours with him, sitting next to him as he was laying down because he could no longer sit up. And we talked, we prayed. I told him he looked like shit. That's the way my brother and I were. We always were. We tried to laugh at everything, and I got a smile out of him, so I'm happy with that. And that night, I gave him a hug, kiss on the forehead, and said goodbye. Now I had to be there early in the morning to go bring my younger brother to the airport. So I had to get there at 3:30 in the morning, and briefly said hi to him, and that we had to get going, and brought my brother to the airport, and I went straight to my hunting cabin, and I didn't bring my phone with me. I left it in the truck as I walked out to hunt, and everybody was trying to get in touch with me. They couldn't get in touch with me, and of course, uh, they got a hold of the right people that could get out there and get to where I was and give me the news. Uh, what had happened was he was supposed to go to the hospital on Thursday. They moved his appointment to Friday. And what they were going to do is they were going to drain his abdomen over a couple of days. And, it was really hard to move, and Nick wasn't there to help them. And they called an ambulance, which is when you get like that, it was this best way to get him to the hospital, was they were going to move him. So my mom was talking to him briefly. He was laying on his back. And as the ambulance pulled up, she walked out to uh, greet them as they were coming in. And when she walked back in, he was on his side uh, with his hand between the headboard and the bed because it was pull-out couch. And it looked like he had tried to move. And that's where the paramedics said he was gone. It's taken me a week to really be able to talk about this because we're not just talking about my brother. We're talking about my best friend who I spent more time with than any other person on the face of the earth. We wrote music together. We laughed together. We cried together. We fought together like brothers do. My brother John was the first person I ever punched in the mouth. It was over a girl, too. I was 10 years old. So This isn't easy for me because we do so much together. We do two different shows. We do the 40 plus show. We do the Marcaccio Brothers show. I spent years working with him in radio before we started this. We just knew how to work together. He knew my strong suits. He knew, what I needed help with. You know what I mean? And we worked that and we worked it and we worked it. And we just got better at what we did. Nothing was ever planned. We learned between the two of us, there was nothing scripted ever. We just talked. My favorite thing was tripping him up. But I wanted to make him laugh. I wanted him to shake his head and go, "Oh my God, Steve." That's what I love to do the most. And I could get him to do that like no one else. I mean, we would spend hours just sitting and talking and trying to make each other laugh. Nothing my brother John loved more than to sit with me with a glass of bourbon and a cigar and just talk about life, talk about old girlfriends, talk about the ones that got away and the ones we wished got away. Now, what's going on is his service is going to be held on January, well, the end of and it's going to Sunday, the end of the month, last day of the month. Okay. Going to be on a Sunday. Uh, John wanted to donate his body to science. That's what he wanted for cancer research. So his body will be with the University of North Texas for 2 years. And then he'll be cremated and returned to the family. But that's what he wanted. We rented a theater in Dallas, and the theater I believe is the first theater. Well, where he premiered his first movie uh, that he ever wrote and directed. I believe was premiered there, and that would be the Texas Theater. That's where we're going to have a service. People are going to get to talk and share everything that he did, with us in our lives and what an impact and influence he had on me, especially. My brother is responsible for so much of me and molding me into who I am. You have no idea what an influence he was in my life. I'm, it's weird because I have all of his musical gear here, his guitars. I'm sitting right behind me is his prized possession. Um, John used to play Ibanez Roadsters back in the late 80s. It was his favorite guitar because of the way they were built. And to find an 80s Ibanez Roadster is very difficult. And depending on what they are, they can range anywhere from 800 to a couple of grand now because they're so hard to find. Well, after 20 years of looking, my brother John and I found one. Excuse me. Found one earlier in the year, last year. And as soon as I saw it, I immediately grabbed it. I bought it. It was at the right price. You're never going to find it. So I have that sitting behind me. And one of the things he wanted to get done to this that I'm going to do is He wanted a Black Lotus painted on the guitar. This is it right here. That's my brother John's Ibanez Roadster. And that was his pride and joy. It's a 1986 Ibanez Roadster. So I'm going to go through the whole guitar, clean it. I'm going to do the painting. I might have my sister-in-law do the painting. But now, getting back to this, I wanted to wait and see how much money we were able to raise because the theater, and we're going to cater his service and everything. The expense was quite up there. And so we did a local GoFundMe. And you have to understand how loved my brother was. That money was raised in 3 days. 3 days. So there's no reason to post that here. If you want to help, because everything over the amount that we raise for this for his service is going to St. Jude's, because that's what he wanted to support. He loves St. Jude's. He also wanted me to continue this show 40 plus. It's different when I do a solo stream knowing he's at home, maybe not feeling that good, but he's still there. It was different. But doing a stream now knowing he's not here, I don't know. I don't know what that's going to be like. I have no clue. So I'm going to do the best I can. You're right. It will never be the same without him. It's absolutely not. You know, together, what we were able to analyze in the music, you know, John, we're both musicians. John is a cinematographer, okay? And a good one. He's a good director. So he was able to break down videos. You know, both when we were younger. We're dancers. I know this is 150 pounds ago, but we were dancers when we were younger. We understood so many facets of K-pop that it's going to be hard to do this. And if I find another partner to do that with, I don't know. First off, I don't know if they could handle me. John had a gift of being able to handle me. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I can do it. I'm going to try. No, we never did get that dance battle. Yeah, Sam, I just don't know if anybody could fill those shoes. I don't know if it would be fair to try to make someone fill those shoes because he was an original. There was only one of him. There was only one of my brother. He had a gift like no one I had ever seen before. No, the guitar isn't going anywhere, Deb's World. That's not going anywhere. That's going to be hung up on the wall behind me. I'm probably going to be moving the double neck or maybe the Telecaster that's up there. I have so many guitars in here. Okay, I have 2 Telecasters. I have 1 7-string Kramer. I have the Gretsch. I have the guitars that I made, the hollow body, the double neck. I have 2 acoustics in this room. I have one I'm in the middle of building sitting behind me. So I have way too many guitars in here, but that one isn't going anywhere. My brother's Ibanez isn't going anywhere. That will be with me and probably passed down to my son. That was really difficult on my son too when I had to tell him because uh, m- he loved his uncle. My son, then again, all my kids loved John. They all did, and it was really, really difficult. You know what was difficult? I got on the computer because I had to look for a video file for something else, and I clicked on one that was unnamed. Just the date was on it, and it was one of our bloopers reels, and I just about lost it. Just hearing his voice and hearing him laughing, it's really difficult for me. It really is, and I don't mean to be a downer because my brother John would want us to laugh, would want all this to continue, but John was my reason for laughing. That's what we did. That's what started the radio show, was just us trying to make each other laugh, and the great lengths we would go through to do that was not easy. To give that up or to try to recreate that kind of magic doesn't come when you plan on it. It has to just happen. No, I'm not knocking my younger brother. My younger brother Nick, unbelievable musician. But the both of us are sitting there now and we're looking at the other stream, which was a comedy stream. The Marcaccio Brothers is a comedy. It's what we did on the radio, and it was just us laughing, trying to make each other laugh for 2 hours. And I talked to him, and it's like, how are we going to do this? It's like we're going to have to wait till we have a reason to laugh again. And I know my brother John would want us to laugh and would want us to continue, but that's not easy. So I got to be honest with myself. It's, I don't know. I'm looking forward to this event at the end of the month. His service, because it's going to be an event. I mean, all the musicians he wrote music for, a few of them are going to be there to perform their songs that my brother wrote for them. I'm going to screen one of his movies. He has two movies that are award-winning movies that won at film festivals: Sapphire and Puppet Man. Those two were award-winning, and we're trying to figure out which one we're going to screen. Now, all of this, his whole service is going to be professionally recorded. I mean, he was in the movie industry. All the people, the camera operators, the cinematographers, and everything that worked with him, they're all going to be there. It's all going to be filmed. Because of the way the theater is, we're not going to be able to live stream it, but it will all be filmed, and we're going to be able to see that here. Okay. I'm going. Of course, he's my brother, so I'm going to say something when I'm there, and I'll do the opening prayer. But it's been hard on his kids. His daughter and his son loved him greatly. I have to tell you something. Now, they've been going through his stuff because had to have his apartment cleared out, and um, so his daughter was in need of a cell phone because hers was broken. So she got John's cell phone. There was, code to unlock it, and no one knew the code. But John had facial recognition set up on his phone for him. No one could unlock it. She looked at the phone and it unlocked on her face. And she lost it. She didn't understand how that could happen. No one understood how that could happen. But it unlocked on her face. Poor thing, what they're going through. My wife lost her dad when she was young. She was a little younger than they are. And I see it every December when she's got to go through that day again. It's been years, you know, 17, 18 years. She still has to go through that day. I have my parents. They're still alive. And they're handling this the best they can. But both his kids are in their early 20s. Early 20s. Yes, you can, Grandma. You can use that image. And a matter of fact, if you want to screenshot it, let me remove myself from the screen and it'll make it a little bit bigger and you can screenshot it, okay? Okay. Well, that's not going to work. I don't like that. Nope, that's not either. We'll just do that. There we go. Um, if you can find me on Facebook, Grandma, I can actually just give you the image. I'm not hard to find on Facebook. I'm just Steve Pender. Oh, that's right. You're in Discord. I'm gonna do. How about this? I'm gonna do that right now. I'm going to put it in Discord right now. Let's see. Yeah, I totally forgot she's in the Discord. Oh my god, forgive me. There we go. That's the file right there. It's in Discord now. There. You know, when I got the news, I was 2.5 hours away at the farm. So I can't even begin to tell you what the drive home was like because the word was getting out. People had to know. So, well, how else do you get the word out but you put up a Facebook post? So for 2.5 hours, my phone is ringing off the hook with people that are in absolute hysterics because John was gone. Absolute hysteria. Some of his friends were just breaking down. And I'm trying to keep a vehicle on the road because I'm not doing very well myself. And, I knew my brother John was was well loved. Everybody, my brother John had no enemies. He had no enemies. He's not like me. I got plenty of enemies. Okay, I got plenty of them. John had none. Everybody that met my brother John loved him. Loved him. you know, for all the plus ones, as John has named you all, the plus ones have taught me so much about K-pop. So much it's infected my entire family now. My wife only watches K-dramas. She listens to K-pop, and that's all she listens to. My children, of course, both my sons are BTS fans, but I can forgive them. I can forgive. I love BTS. I can't stand their fans, but I love BTS. So I'll just throw that out there. Both my sons are BTS fans because of this show. Because of this. My niece, John's daughter, is the one that told us, oh, you need to do this. And I laughed at it. I said I would never do this. No way. So I agreed to do one show. And that's what happened. And this happened because of it. No, no, no. No, Benji Mac. No, 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 no. My kid sings Butter. Okay. And I have my 4-year-old who walks around singing that song. He knows the words to it. So you guys have impacted our lives. You impacted John's. I know that for a fact. You guys have you changed his life. This brought him joy talking with all of you, having the Discord, having the conversations that we had. You guys have no idea how happy you made him. You have no idea. Yeah, Natalie, we are one giant family. And it's funny, we tease each other in the Discord just like we're family. Speaking of which, because I haven't been live in a while, I'm going to open up the Discord. I'm going to put the link right in the chat. Okay. Hopefully. There. For anybody that's not in our Discord, there's the link. That link is good for 7 days. Yeah, there is a GoFundMe. Now, I'm hesitant towards putting it up here. But if you want me to, I can put it up here. I can give you the link to it, and I'll put it in there now. But understand that pretty much everything for this event has been covered, the cost. And he said anything over that, he wanted to give anything he could to St. Jude's. So understand that whatever you give now is probably going to go to St. Jude's. I just posted it there. I believe the GoFundMe. I'm going to post it again in there in Discord, but that's the GoFundMe. It says right on it, John's Memorial Fund and St. Jude donation. So it would really be nice because my daughter and my daughter's a cancer survivor, we also donate whatever we can to St. Jude's and other charities that she likes. So this is something that John wanted to do. And you can donate anonymously on that. You don't have to leave your name if you don't want to. So I know I'm going to end up doing more reaction, guys. I know I'm going to. I love doing this. I just have to figure out how to fix this piece of me that's missing. And I don't know how to right now. I know a lot of people, and I'm not trying to belittle anybody when I say this. You know, a lot of people have brothers and sisters. I have a brother that's my best friend. So this is really, really hard on me. You know, people used to just marvel at how well three brothers could get along working together weekly. We did a weekly radio show on Adam Curry's radio station that he had. We did it weekly, and we were able to do this. We just learned how to do it. We learned how to work together. Yeah, Dylan. Yep, you and me both, buddy. Oh, no, 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 Benji Mac. I'm not saying we didn't want to strangle each other. At times we did, but we always found laughter. Even when we were upset, we just found laughter in it. That's cool, Dylan. So there's what's going to happen is all of probably all of the like when people, because I can't maintain the Twitter. I just don't have the time. So anything that we have as far as requests are going to have to be done in Discord. It's going to have to be, because I don't think I can't. I don't have the time. You know, John was able to handle Twitter. You know, between my job, um, and having a family, and having my side business building guitars. Yeah, it's there's no time. I mean, Anna, what was really strange is it was tough to be there. You know, I spent the whole day there on Saturday, and John was the pull-out couch that he passed away on is there, and I wanted to sit on it and lay on it, and I did, and I felt nothing but peace. John didn't leave this world angry. He didn't leave this world in anything but peacefully. You know, JBK, that might be something that we can do. Is I can get everything from Twitter over to that, because at least I have the passwords and all that. And I used to be able to, go on that Twitter account, but I had to be careful because, and I kind of had to separate myself from that because of my Twitter account, because I'm not John. My Twitter account got banned and I was kicked off Twitter, and I had to be very careful about creating another account because you know me, everybody loves me. I'm a bit abrasive. I am. I'm a bit abrasive. And of course, getting back to what you were talking about, Anna. Um, so yeah, as far as that JBK, we're gonna have someone else maybe work the Twitter account. That might be good. If we can get a volunteer, that's cool. But with the whole thing with the way John, left this world, of course, my mom is like, oh, this isn't supposed to happen. What moms do. You know, we're supposed to go first. And I'm like, well, it doesn't always happen that way. And of course, she started going, well, maybe I could have done this and maybe I could have done that. And look, my belief, because I do believe in God, I do believe in Jesus, is if God wants you, there's nothing you're going to do to stay away from that. There's nothing you're going to do. If He wants you, you're going. And John believed in God. John loved God. John loved Jesus. So I know where He is. Just a little pissed off He got there before me. That's all. Well, that's just it, Natalie. I got banned off Twitter. I was put into so many timeouts before they just got rid of me. And I don't even, it wasn't mean what I said. It was just truthful with colorful metaphors. So, so yeah, John is in peace. This was good for me to do this. I didn't, like, it took me a while to even want to do this, but everybody deserved to hear what had happened. I didn't post anything on in Discord, except, well, no, I posted some stuff in Discord. People in Discord knew, but I didn't post anything in the community tab on the channel. I just, I wanted to wait till I could tell everybody. Look, I think I thought it would be cheap if I was to just put up a post in the community tab that said, "Oh yeah, John died." Everybody in Discord would probably talk to him at least, once a day in there. They would have, I had to tell them. So if you were in there, you heard right away. But I didn't. The channel itself, I didn't want to do it. I wanted to be able to say it in a video. John deserved that. So I thank everybody for coming out today. I appreciate it. We will continue. I just don't know how and what that's going to look like, and I certainly don't know when. Love you all. Have a great evening, morning, depending on where you are in this world, afternoon. We'll see you soon.